Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. Today I'm going to give you guys a look at the WWF WrestleMania photo card album and the WCW nWo Superstar photo card album. So these were released back in like 98, 99, and it's pretty cool. I wish they would do something like this today. Yeah, 1998 WCW and 1999 Titan Sports. So this one features mainly WrestleMania photos, and the WCW features mainly superstars. So let's get right into it. I'll start with the WCW and end with the WrestleMania. So when you first open them up, you got, Sting and Goldberg on the cover there. And there's your pretty much checklist. And it's the same thing on the back too. This is like half of them, and there's the same thing on the other half. My one problem here is that, Goldberg got like 15 cards compared to other guys who got 3 or 4, and then some guys didn't even get one. So let's get right into it, guys. These are in chronological order. I am missing quite a few though, so that it's not complete. So I'm just gonna breeze through this. Here we got Goldberg, a couple shots of him. We skipped over quite a few already. So they come in like plastic sleeves, kind of like a picture book. So Goldberg was the first one. We got more Goldberg. We got Sting. I've always liked Wolfpack Sting, but I know a lot of people didn't. We got Hollywood Hogan, DDP, Kevin Nash and DDP, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, more Kevin Nash. We got Public Enemy and Lex Luger. We got Buff Bagwell and Booker T twice. Got Buff Bagwell there and someone. Raven. They could have done so much with that Ravens flock in WCW. We got Piper and Hogan. Awesome times with Piper. Sucks he never won the world title in WCW. He should have. Got Rey Mysterio and Scott Norton. Got Alex Wright, Brian Adams. Chris Jericho. Wow, look how much he pretty much looks the same, and this is like 20 years ago. You got Dean Malenko and Conan, and that might be Benoit too. You got Bret Hart and Mr. Perfect. Pretty cool how they ended up next to each other. Kurt Hennig. And then we got Mongo McMichael. So that pretty much does it for the WCW side. Like I said, here's the checklist. So let me know if you guys have these in your collection, and it's easy to finish your collection, probably not 20 years later. So continuing, we got the WrestleMania photo card album here. These are really cool. I wish, like I said, they did these again. And again, pretty much the same thing with our checklist. And it's the same thing in the back as well. So we got a shot from WrestleMania 1 and 2. And on the back of these cards, they do have a brief description, the date, the venue, what WrestleMania it was at. So I really like that. I'm not going to read over everything, but just to give you a brief idea of what's going on here. We got Jake the Snake and Andre, Bundy and Hogan. Got Big Boss Man versus Hakeem, Dusty Rhodes and Macho Man. Hogan and Slaughter, Taker and Jake, Yokozuna versus Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon ladder match, Bret versus Owen, Shawn versus Diesel. Now we're getting into like the Attitude Era with WrestleMania 13. That's Undertaker versus Bundy, but it's got a picture of Kama. And apparently, Kama took the urn, melted it down, and made some chains for the Godfather. We got Austin versus Savio. This is WrestleMania 12. Sorry, I said 13. So yeah, let's read this one real quick. I gotta say, there were some fine hoes in attendance that night at WrestleMania 11, Godfather said. Back then, I was just a playa named Kama, laying the groundwork for my pimpin' business. When I first saw that big gold urn of the Undertaker's, I knew I had to have it. What's a pimp without his chains? After I had some of my boys melt it down into a fat gold rope, oh, how the hoes started calling. As if they'd never used that in a storyline in WWE. That could have been huge. Like the Nation steals the urn, and then, or like back then it was Kama who stole the urn, so they did get the urn back. We got Goldust versus Piper, awesome match. Bret versus Austin, awesome match. And now we're getting into WrestleMania 13 and 14 with Rock and Sultan, Austin versus Shawn. Now we're getting into like the superstar cards with Undertaker, The Rock. We got the Brood, the New Age Outlaws. I'm going to move this over a bit. So I think most of them are sideways now. We got Kane, Goldust, Val Venus, Stone Cold, and I've always found that amusing. He's giving The Rock the stunner with a beer in his hand. Got McMahon, Sable, D'Lo Brown, and Mark Henry. We got Al Snow, X-Pac, Taka, or that's Christian and Gangrel. We got Triple H and Godfather there. China. We got the WrestleMania 3 attendance photo. And this is actually our checklist picture. And this is like a collectible card. I'm not sure how many they had, because this is the only one I have. But it's got like a black background. It's not even on the checklist, but this is like a extra chase card, I guess they call them, and it's got like the gold logo there, so that's pretty cool. Yokozuna wins the title. A couple minutes later, he lost. So like I said, there's the rest of the checklist. I actually have most of these here, so I'm not missing too many of them. It would be cool to finish it, but I'm not really a fan of collecting trading cards anymore, so let me know if you guys have these in your collection. We'll talk to you later. Peace.